10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Complexities turn to ban.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Summit 6 American Qualifier Finals. It's Team NP versus Complexity. We're about to jump into game number 3 of this best of 5. Both these teams have earned 1 win, and we're back even once more. I'm coL Guy for Beyond the Summit. I'm going to be joined again by Grant. And here we go. Already the draft underway, Grant, and this time with first pick advantage, MP will not allow Complexity to snag up the unbanned Wisp, and instead will take it for themselves. Every draft, these first picks continue to get more and more fun. Look at this. Now the Lesh is back.
Yeah, the Lesh track is back. We don't know. Could be another offlane or could be support coming from Swindle, but we have seen Team NP play quite a bit of IO. I actually expected them to pick it more this series, and they finally pick it up once themselves. Maybe throwing Complexity off since they've let it through.
Yeah, I would not put it past Swindle. He's probably ready to take this Lesh and put it either way. But the way Moot played it in game number 1 was just ridiculous. So probably something they're going to be preferring. But their next move pickup is going to be the Vengeful Spirit here. And they're not that team to really pull out in a core position, right? We saw plenty from FDL, but yeah, I don't feel like this is going to be as versatile for Complexity.
Yeah, this feels more like one of those. We've only seen Complexity play defensive supports, and that's kind of what a Vengeful is. I mean, laning phase, a little more aggressive, but in late game, she's just there for swapping and like.
Makes it feel like it's definitely going to be the Swindle pick because I don't see Z-Freak play this a whole often. And we've been seeing a lot of course, Z-Freak play, when not, of course, put up with the Wisp. But you pull out like a Mirana from time to time, and Kunkka have always been the go-tos. So I'm curious if it's something that they fall back on now for Z-Freak moving forward. Of course, this also goes in hand with assuming that the Lesh is not going to be a support.
Yeah, exactly. And Stormsphere, yeah, just picked up by MP. Now they have 2 bans to maybe ban out stuff they don't want to play against Stormsphere pickup, because those pretty aggressive Stormsphere plays.
It really is, because there's plenty of options out there to get some atypical counters for it. If they have the flexibility to grab another support, we could see a Disruptor come out, which is very nice to have against both the Wisp and a Storm Spirit, with its control of the Static Storm and the Silence, obviously, and then Glimpse also could really kind of ruin the day for either of them, who depends so much on their quick mobility. Outside of that, just any kind of Silence could be swell. Some teams kind of even picking up the Silence. Even another thing at FDL, would continue to throw into their rotation. Could be a power pick here, but we'll have to see if Complexity have their own style or not.
Yeah, it's interesting. Team NP is actually taking a little bit of the reserve time to think of this ban. They took 1 second and ban out the Nyx. Obviously, Carapace just super strong, and then the mana burn late game can.
Yeah, I don't know. If you want to really read into it, you could assume that maybe they're thinking about options like Bat Rider or something, but I think I've said this before. It's already banned, and there's a good option against it. Grant, your eyes are just so nice.
They're on. I've got pupils like all the heroes that are.
I haven't even seen MSS like play Bat like ever for this team, and like
I've seen it once, yeah.
And they just get banned all the time, so that's why I just assume it's not banned because I just never see it play. But I guess there's a reason for it.
I think he's been not even like first phase ban. He's been the first ban. I think every game.
Yeah.
Lots of respect strong there. Hero. Yeah, and even after the nerf it got, it's just not enough. I mean, he's still jungle, still the best initiator in the game, so why not?
It was weird because for a little bit there, it felt like Bat was not seeing too much light of day because of how popular Oracle was, and that Oracle was such a good counter against it. But I guess people just figured out how to start playing around it. And, even when you have Avenge and an Oracle or a Shadow Demon, all these even an OD. All these ways of kind of bailing out people from lasso. It's just kind of a testament to the hero, I guess, that he still continues to get first ban, even when it seems like there's so many counters out there for him. So, steady as she goes. Next ban now coming up from MP, and again, they're going to be using the majority of their clock for it, with complexity kind of keeping things a bit versatile and not really showing much. It's kind of hard to gauge. It's just a matter of if they want to... I don't know.
Exactly. It looks like Team NP actually almost has half the lineup complexity had in Game 1 if they pick up a Naix, which is pretty good on NP right now. The Magic Immunity and then the Vessel for Storm Spirit's already picked up there.
Oh, you're right. Oh, this is a great Lifestealer game.
We'll see what complexity if they want to take it here or if they go a completely different route.
What do you do to prepare that's good against a Lifestealer, though? Like...
I don't know, just... right click that goes Dragon Knight maybe? Well, that's looking like they want to do small strategy with the Leshrac Dragon Knight now.
I gotta say, like, I don't know how much influence, like, Swindle personally has in, like, the mid lane picks and how much he reaches out to cancel, but they share a very similar hero pool from when Melons played mid lane. Either early Dota 2 or maybe all the way back to Heroes of New Earth, but they love Dragon Knight, Puck, he didn't play Tinker, I will give him that. He didn't play much Tinker or anything like that, but yeah, they definitely share a similar hero pool, so Melons can kind of read out a game to see which of those heroes is at its best, and he feels like Dragon Knight's at its best here, and MP kind of take it back a page or so, Grant, pull out the Enchantress.
Yeah, and I believe, I mean, we've seen, it seemed like NA Dota was the kind of, the scene that always offlane with Ike's Mike and all that, doing that, but I believe GN14 can play it. Who's the IO player on there? Is it I believe it was SVG on Shazam, so...
I think I saw Teeban play it.
It was Teeban, okay.
Teeban play it,
I think
so...
either one can play either of these heroes. It should be...
But Enchantress Wisp is just not a good support pair, right?
You have IO just kind of sitting around, maybe harassing a lane, and a greedy Enchantress possibly just farming up a lot, or you might see an early gang with a Centaur or something, but it's not the best go together.
So it feels like it's probably going to be an off-lane Enchantress.
I just
don't know.
It's good enough to deal with the stuns already, Leshrac and Venge, and Enchantress in the off-lane would just get...
Yeah, Lesh would definitely blow up an Enchantress. And if it's a move Leshrac, it definitely will. That is weird, though. I've always had the impression that it's just not a very good pairing here, the Enchantress. It feels very greedy. Like, what is your safe laner going to do? They better get a safe laner who is fine on their own, because Enchantress is not going to be around for much of it, I imagine. And Wisp, I don't know, maybe, I guess the Wisp doesn't have to go mid lane, but...
Now Luna.
And a Luna, suddenly, you know?
It really feels like Complexity wants to take this mid game, kind of like they did in Game 1. They have a lot of those. They have the double or now, Venge and Luna, and obviously Dragon Knight with his and can put down towers super quick, and Edict.
Did you say double or?
Aura.
Oh.
I might have said that, I don't know, I'm just spewing.
I was just curious, I'm like, is there a lore story of like Vengeful and Luna are related?
Yeah,
like,
Luna full Vengeful. Dragon Knight, actually. That's why he's between them.
Are you serious or no?
Yeah, no, that's actually... Why would Dota have lore where there's some girlfriend?
I don't know. Why would Dota have lore where like Sand King's made out of sand without any living? I don't know. There's like a bunch of crazy shit in Dota.
Yeah,
coL like genocided all of like Night Stalker's people. Like that exists at some point, I guess.
That's
it's
true.
Dota.
Yeah, it's true. No, I know. Slacks told me. It's like Vengeful and Maiden were like sisters. No one really cared. And you just talked about Sand King. What a call by you.
I mean, I'm just so smart because I knew Sand King was coming. Of course.
So you talked about his lore. I can respect that, and that is probably going to be their offlane hero now. I assume. No, because we've seen SVG play. They're actually the one. There's so many ways NP can take. Not so many ways.
And it's just, you know, it could be a good matchup against
Dragon
Knight, you know?
They might.
So,
interesting.
This is very interesting. These two guys are like, I feel like they're just like going way too next level with their drafting. Like this is like, or maybe we're thinking too hard about it.
Probably
but this whole series has been definitely not meta. Like it's been them doing their own thing, and I can appreciate that. I welcome old faces like the ugly face of Leshrac, and Enchantress is beautiful mug.
Yeah, I was about to say, she's not ugly at all, but she has orange hair.
God
Gorgeous, gorgeous, yeah.
Gorgeous.
And, well, there's the next band we were talking about, so.
You were talking about Grant. You were talking about it.
Yeah, and they don't want to give it to him this time. They obviously need a pretty darn physical hard carry last, and Naix is a pretty darn good one. They could go with the PA, but this time in a carry role, we'll see.
Omni Knight will get the ban, and now MP will be one step away from revealing what it is they're up to here. Plausible options, of course, keeping this Enchantress as the support tandem, but they could also throw it the off lane, have the Sand King get in a matchup situation against the DK. But what about team composition do you feel like maybe they are lacking? Maybe they have a stun in Sand King and a pull in Storm for CC. They have heal.
They just need a tower pusher.
Yeah, tower pusher would help a bit. Anything along with what Enchantress can pull together.
Yep.
The team fights a bit there. It's like, yeah, tower pushing would definitely help out.
I mean, they're against the Luna Dragon Knight Leshrac tower pushing duo. They might just want to play the super late game. You know, they're gonna let their tier 2 down like in game 1. Might just try to defend high ground.
Just get like that Morphling, you know.
It's not a bad pick here. We'll see if they go for it. They only have 15 seconds, so guess as good as mine. Morphling Juggernaut. Yeah, well,
oh,
Juggernaut,
on cue?
right. On cue. I was thinking about, we haven't seen. I mean, good hero. Towers and the healing ward with IO is pretty good.
Nicely done. So now we have a Jug. So still doesn't really identify. Like, I don't know if I'm 100% sold on who's playing the Sand King and who's playing the Enchantress. I mean, MSS is from the NA Dota streets after all.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him play off lane Enchantress?
Yeah, I've seen him play Enchantress and Sand King, but that was like 2 patches ago.
Yeah.
Super changed Enchantress. Kind of fell out of the.
Yeah.
I think the greedy for Enchantress is just better here in general, because I think your lanes are gonna get reeky. And yeah, but it's gonna be the Mu Leshrac again.
The Mu Leshrac again. It was a treat in game number 1, and Z-Freak is gonna opt to hop into what looks like the Ricky pick here. So he gets a little bit of that crowd control with the help of the smoke screen, and we'll obviously be able to bring in some serious intel. It does make things a bit shaky for your Wisp, of course. Which Demon does hop in now, and SVG will be taking, it looks like, the Enchantress, unless there's any sort of last-second switches. It's going to feel like a pretty greedy support duo from MP, but I'm curious to see how their lanes pan out, and how much the Wisp or Enchantress is going to be helping out in the laning phase, and where. It's just a big question mark for me as well.
Yep. We're going to see, I think, even Complexity is going to TP a little more aggressively this time versus the Enchantress, I think. 10 seconds remaining. Get into the map, have some fun.
Game number 3 of the Summit 6 America Qualifier Final. And of course, the winner of this is going to be qualifying for the LAN, coming out to LA. Loser will have to give it a shot next time, unfortunately. So.
Yep. Loser has to feel bad for now, though.
Feel bad. Probably have an emo tweet about it and just move on to your next tournament. Stream, maybe. Who knows?
And MP doesn't TP at all to ward. Maybe, you know, the beat already, and they don't want to like get their wards counter. I think that's kind of a smart call here. E-Freak's get a sentry? Okay.
That is to block out that camp.
Yep.
Obviously, one that would be a big benefactor to it would probably be MSS in the off lane. Obviously, the Enchantress would love to be able to creep in there for the early creep, but not going to be able to work with that camp for now. And it looks like things are just going to be pretty straightforward here from MP. Again, no crazy aggro lane shenanigans.
Oh, and man, they really don't like sharing tangos with Fine, let him. They all have to, even the 8. Waiting to give him the rune maybe, and then give it to him. You have to give tangos to a Dragon Knight in this situation, like 100%. There we go. There we go.
There, okay. That's nice.
This is a terrible matchup for DK if he doesn't have any, like, level 1s through 3 is just terrible for the DK. Once he gets some points in that Dragon Blood, he's fine. Rune for rune. The normal. Wonder what happened to giving IO the rune to get the quick bottle. Don't do it anymore.
Yeah, right?
That used to be lighting.
Yeah, it might still have a place somewhere, but, you know, then again, we don't really see, like, the tiny wisp thing anymore.
Yeah.
Wisp just kind of has a whole new place in this meta now from what it used to be before, but still is a big enough factor to continue to see the light of day, as Theban is going to be taking reign on it now. And I was curious where he was going to be hanging out, and it is going to be by the side of Owie, so we'll see how much work they can do. They haven't tested before them, though, as it's going to be that Moo Lesh. Now, the first game, Moo had the benefit, of course, of Z-Freak hanging around, but this time he's got to do it by himself.
Yep. And where is Z-Freak right now? Is he just... Oh, he's sitting on SVG.
SVG, who...
Over creep, he knows he doesn't have the untouchable, and he can just fight a bit to him. What, he's still a netter? Yeah. I mean, SVG should live here, but he's going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, there's an Orb of Venom also on this Ricky. This is really bad. And
yeah. He does have higher move speed, though, because he got the winless first.
And she is tied for the fastest hero in the game.
Who's first?
It's tied with coL. coL, bro. It used to be just Enchantress, and then
they gave coL the buff.
They gave coL the buff, and now he's fast. Yeah, you know. I mean, he's riding a horse. It's made of light, so probably moves pretty fast.
He should only move fast during the day. At night, he shouldn't.
He should move at the speed of light, Grant.
Yeah, he should. How fast would that be? 522?
Probably.
Okay. Then we're ready. Let's see what Z-Freak does here, I guess.
He's probably going to slice him a bit. He gets netted. And he's like, I'm good.
He does no damage without backstab, so smart play SVG mans up on him. Sometimes the best thing to do is not run and just fight back.
Take note, pubs. And Melons is looking to kind of come around. He knows that as long as SVG is hanging, and SVG is like, oh, he tries to put himself deep inside the crevice here, and we'll be able to have a way to retreat in case someone does come by. But Z-Freak now is getting stunned up. SVG putting on a clinic here, saying, do not mess with me. Your jungle is now my jungle. But now it's going to be a 2v1 potentially. Melon steps in.
And those creeps just do so much damage they can't do anything.
And if MSS shows up too, then this is definitely a favorable skirmish for MP. The stun will be committed. It's onto the creep, but eventually the creep moves forward and it gets off his own stun. MSS will strike him down, and they will take first blood. SVG just has no respect for complexity in their own jungle. Is just happy to go toe-to-toe with anybody.
Yeah, you can't. Oh, the sentry down, but Z-Freak. You really can't go. They're both level 1. You can't go try to go on Justin here. Are they gonna down? Probably not.
Swindle's back now, so he can help out, but yeah, this is quickly turning into some trouble for complexity.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Z-Freak just isn't leeching his experience, standing by him. Instead, he's trying to put in some work, and it's not working. Now he has a point in untouchable. This SVG's really scary. That was mid, anyways.
Mid is pretty even. Yeah, I don't see too much kill potential going really either way, unless there's a serious misplay there. So yeah. I was more curious to venture up here and see how Moo's doing on this solo lane of an off-lane Leshrek. 7-1 CS it looks like for him. And Owie obviously got the little bit better of it, 11-2 on his jug. So it's kind of a win-win for both.
Bottom lane, they're diving in now on
Melons. Dishes out the stun onto Theban, but now he's caught between a whole massive army here and without much place to go. He will eventually get dropped. No one will actually get the last hit on that. It will be claimed by the creeps and distributed appropriately, but Z-Freak not done yet. Moves in for MSS, who has to walk back through the cloud, and that's exactly what they want. So they'll be able to strike him down and Complexity get themselves on the board and make it 1-2.
That's huge. Why did he walk back into the cloud? Why didn't he just keep going up to the left and then stunning over right to his team?
Pathing or something? I'm not too sure either. I mean, whatever it was in that moment, that Sand King felt like that was his best option. And
that's a huge kill. Luna, it felt like the bottom lane was going pretty bad, but the Luna's level 4, so she's decently, and they're just going to go back in again with all these.
Yeah, Justin is just trying to get a piece of the pie here in the lane, making some good work out of it, but they want to kind of press the advantage on her when possible. MSS swing and a miss on his burrow strike in the trees. The move speed of this Luna is able to just duck and dive out from trouble, and now they like to turn it back. Lucid Beam, and they're going to get it done. Z-Freak gets the last slash, or actually Luna gets the last pick, but now they turn it back over. MSS in trouble under another smoke. Back-to-back takedowns for him, and they might get SVG. Oh, Complexity right back in this early game for sure, Grant. Oh, man. And they're going to get the creep.
This is exactly what happened game 1 as well. Remember, they 3-man dove Moo and Z-Freak, and well, they tried to 3-man dive 3 heroes, and this down now, level 4.5, got all that assist gold.
Oh my goodness.
Ricky got most of the kill gold there, so he's gonna be happy. He has boots, Orb of Venom, and 900 gold, and he's level 4. That is experience check.
Z-Freak went from a situation where it's like, it looked like he didn't have a clue of what he was going to be able to do, to now just being on top of the world.
He is indeed.
The fortunate misstep there for MP, getting very excited or very assertive in that lane, just a bit too far.
That's the problem. Enchantress creeps are so strong, like when everyone's level 1, but you just get a few more stats on all your heroes, and those creeps, I mean, underestimate them. They dove in and just handled them.
All right, we have to see what the next plan is going to be here for MP. For now, they leave MSS to his devices in the lane. SVG will be nearby, but bottom to top, bottom to top.
Sorry,
it's Moo, he's in trouble. Blade Fury will get it done.
The bottom lane of...
Oh.
Sorry, I just saw Howie, I'm like, he was literally just playing around. He had 590 experience. He just ran forward when the dying, and Omni slashed him. Shrek definitely can't get away from that.
Good snipe by Owie there, and that lane was looking like a win-win, but now he'll be able to kind of take a bit of control here because bottom is right back the way for Complexity, and this opened up some new doors for Z-Freak to kind of help out where the other lanes are either breaking even or need assistance, including this mid lane. Cancel's like, I got a haster, I'm just going to bull rush for the other rune now. But there is MP members nearby. It's like, alright, I got a bounty and a haste.
Oh, and they know.
Let's see what we can do with it.
SVG's just going to bait him around. He's creating space right now.
And she's fast, but haste is faster. Here comes Cancel. Boom!
He just has no TP. Well, there's the heal. This could actually take quite a while to bring down.
I chop, you chop. You know what? I'll go into Dragon Form. That will help. Yeah. All right.
More auto attack and a fire.
Good dot damage here. Needs another attack. Can he get another one? Well, the stun from a ridiculous range will connect, and they'll finally be able to bring SVG down, but he'll say space for now.
Space created. The NA classic again. Dragon Knight has treads. Luna, boots, Wraithband has the Aquila. Bring it doesn't look like she does though. Level 6 from the Luna. A fight they want to take. It's hard versus the Enchantress. All the creeps could soak up a lot of the damage, but still a good thing to have, especially if they dive you.
Trying to get anything on the back end of this Dragon Form now. Maybe softening up the tower if possible, but MV still continues to stand plant in this mid lane, getting closer to actually his level 8. He's been a great XP here, of course. We'll have to see how soon he looks to kind of ball through into the game. Z-Freak is rounding the bend. He's got phase boots, and let's see if he can do any work onto Envy. It'd be nice to get a takedown before he really starts to utilize that ulti, but I don't know how big a level 1 smokescreen is going to be able to work.
Yeah, exactly. And we see the power of, like, not Leshrac without an IO. Leshrac spams, like, 2 stuns, and he's already at half mana. The IO, that's what made him at full mana. He could just run at you with the higher move speed from the IO always on it. It feels like Leshrac's just so much weaker in lane without it. And look at Eternal Envy.
Yeah, he's got Ball Lightning, though. That cloud's there, though. He needs more. Not going to be good enough.
Blink Strike would have been... Oh, he's go!
Oh, man. Okay. Okay, Z-Freak. Oh, God. Please make it out alive.
He has phase boots.
I was going to say, that would be quite embarrassing, unfortunately.
If he had a little bit less mana, he would have just barely made it over, and I think he would have caught him there, but doesn't now. Yeah, we see what they needed. Owie with the tower push pick, and he's just top tower at the healing ward.
Yep, getting some good destructive work done down there, up there, while down here, MP still have this tri-lane built up now. As they continue to poke a bit at this tier 1, they've been actually doing quite a bit more damage than anything Complexity have been able to do. Looking to just kind of win the game, do the objective, and just claim more money from that front because the kills have not been working out. Even long tether away.
Yeah. They're going to push this tower now with the Dragon Form and the Arcane Room. So, Elder Dragon Form cooldown after this, too.
Radiant structures are fortified.
There's some serious efficiency, and now they begin to go on their poke of tier 1. And looks like NP don't want to have anything to say about it. So instead they're going their own pushes. Owie got that top tower. NB doing some work on this mid tier 1.
And not much. They're just all pushing some objectives here. Bold a little more into it for Hero bottom while Envy's doing it by himself. Well, Owie now. Those two. Power middle. It's a tree, so he sees if any TPs come. Smart play by Owie.
You just need a lot to take any sort of opportunity because everyone's so hard to kill.
And here we go. Smoke screen. Done.
But Envy jumps forward, looking to go for Moo. Is welcomed from a quilt of stuns. Envy, fortunately, a bit too brash.
Yeah.
He felt the opportunity to make a jump in, but he just gets knocked in the noggin and put 6 feet under.
Do you see that? Dragon Knight, that's a new arcane rune up. That's actually a lot of value.
Dang.
He's moving around. I'm surprised they're actually, they're going to go top with it maybe. I think it'll run out by the time they tower, but he's getting close to his armlet now.
A lot of money here on SVG. Is he going for like a straight Midas or buying treads flat out?
Venge died to an Omni Slash, nothing big. They're just going to push bottom again though.
Yeah, it's going to be a trade here of tier 1s. Obviously MP going to be able to get theirs first and foremost in the lane, while Cancel's still trying to make his own approach. Mid lane though, Justin gets caught out by Envy here, and they will be able to get the takedown. Justin not looking to commit the Eclipse when it looks already so grim. Meanwhile, up and above, they've been able to get the catch on SVG, lock him down a bit with the smoke screen, slow him down, and Moo will be able to rush him forward with the power of the Edict. Makes snappy kills from both sides. Obviously a much juicier one for NP as the takedown of the Luna.
Yeah, and it was a solo kill by Envy. You just can't let that happen. The player, you can't be the carry on a team and die solo to middle player. That just hurts morale, honestly.
And for Envy's morale's sake, you know, he gets uplifted once again after just getting shut down that mid lane. He comes back with a solo kill, so.
Are they getting it this tier 1 top? Looks like they will. No one's defending it yet.
Yeah,
just
they got it for sure.
See if he gets the last hit, that's the biggest thing. Got it. Got it with his Tonka truck toy or his sword that looks like paper. I don't know what it looks like. Armlet now.
Owie heading to the bottom lane as they continue to farm it on up, but you know, what I was trying to say before they actually had a little bit of action is no pick is really an easy pick in this one. Untouchable, you know, Blade Spin, Sand King, Burrow Strike, Storm jumping around. No target's easy. They have to have everything necessary if they want to kind of make any sort of casual strike. You're not going to see too many of those solo picks, but yeah, here Owie and the company are just going to go ahead and just exit on the back door and continue their own work. Looks like SVG did opt to just grab him some boots, and drums are going to be in the near future for him.
So, the pretty standard build. MSS, no Iron Talon, but he's still reasonably close. 300 away if he gets all these. Well, he misses one. On MSS. Misses another. Misses third. I can't deal with him right now. He just missed 3 free farm. That's actually hurts because he wants that blink there. You can't.
I'm doing him the favor of not putting it on camera as I just walk with Z-Freak here.
That's fine. He missed 2 more on the next wave. He's getting there though.
I appreciate you calling him out, so he knows.
Bottom lane, Z-Freak has Ooh,
long bungee, but not going to be making it far enough. See you later, Steven.
I don't know what they get out of this kill. They have 5 people bottom, but the tier 1 was already down. They could maybe Roche? No? Dragon Knight's gonna TP out, so I mean not the biggest kill honestly for
That's more just Steven just kind of tanking the gank, really. Owie's able to kind of make it out no problem, and no objective will be had, so coL just gonna have to go right back to the grindstone a bit. Z-Freak continues to move around, looking for setups and providing information where necessary as he stalks Envy now. Does need to continue to get some levels though.
And well, MSS free farmed his way all the way to the tier 2 top, and now he has his blink. They committed 5 bottom, and they just let the Sand King free farm like 4 waves top.
Yep. Now he'll have his blink, and I'm sure he's going to look to kind of get some blood on it.
Z-Freak Envy's the one. No, he's not getting full experience.
Yep.
But
yes, he
11, so that gear him off. Uh-oh. He's going for the rune here, but he's looking uphill.
Moo's nearby. Moo's looking to bait him in when he wants to go for the rune. Okay, they do time the stun and the silence right on top of each other. Is Envy going to be able to make it out?
Nice.
No, he will not. They have enough firepower to get it done. And all the meanwhile, they will be also to be able to take down that tier 2 in the mid lane. Nice little boost here for coL, and they're not done yet. Rotations towards the top lane. They want to get a hold of the Enchantress. Can SVG make it out? Goes right for the TP, and we'll be good. Unless, wow, what did he TP to? That was a long TP.
Yeah, he
It gets canceled. Was it home base?
It had to be. It was long. So
That was a long
play
TP.
there, yeah. Oh, and Moo just got his stun canceled by SVG Centaur, though.
So last giggle goes his way. Fair enough.
Win. That was such a good play. That's a Z-Free. That was a level 1 and he placed it so poorly. And after the last, just couldn't get out of it. And that's a... I have 10-5. They have the tower pushers. They have Luna. Dragon Lance.
Uh-oh, Owie. He'd been doing a great job sniping kills without me watching it, but this time I got it all on camera. It's Swindle, who it's the victim of this Omni Slash, and we'll be able to take him down. Owie's just been so good at that, man. Just suddenly he's farming, I'm trying to follow him. I'm like, yeah, he's not doing too much, it's just Owie farming. And then all of a sudden he's like, I see a kill, I must obey. And he just rushes in and gets it done, walks back out, goes back to that farm.
Oh, because of all these towers. Cancel the Shadow Blade now. We see that a little more common in the
top
blink
lane,
now.
jumping onto Justin here with that blink from MSS. Everybody showing up to play.
Yeah, that's
from
5
MP.
heroes.
Wow. They got him.
Luckily, Luna didn't lose much. Still.
They get even on the back end, though.
Yeah, I got him.
So-
That's the IO paint train. You do that, and you're gonna lose someone.
And Z-Freaks, they're like, ha, you didn't do the TP trick like me.
You're not the man like me.
You're not the man like me.
Yeah, apparently,
I
I was trying to read about it between games. Apparently, they like took it out of the game, but he did it. God, that's why Owie said it. Like, apparently, it's like 0.01 seconds now or something you have to do it. So, Z-Freak the god. Oh, and the Shadow Blade cancel. He's gonna find MSS. Man to come up.
Yeah, hits him with the one value shot, gets the stun, they got the smoke, tricks of the trade because why the hell not? SVG shows up now looking to play, and now it's even, and Owie getting involved. No Omni Slash yet, but with Emmy getting in, he dishes out plenty of damage with the ball lightning strike, and they will be able to bring down Cancel. Makes it a nice trade for MP once again.
And that's the thing, you dive in deep right there, and they still have a tier 2 tower up, and he just came from the base because he's literally fly from the fountain to there right now. Just, I mean, MS has died, but they'll take it. Almost Bloodstone now on Envy. About recipe cost off.
Now we will dish out with the wave here in the mid lane, but Justin had been residing up here for quite a while now, has about 1,000 gold. You think it's straight to the Manta here for this Luna? Oh, hold that thought. As Bally the Secret Shop, they've spotted out Z-Freak, and they make their move. He's trying to hide himself and Tucker into a corner. Can he blink strike out of this one?
Mana.
It doesn't look like it, as he has no mana. And will be punished. MP string together 3 consecutive fights and takedowns.
Yeah, Complexity just need to play maybe a little more together. They have a Dragon Knight and a Luna and a Lesh for a reason. You want to take, like, tower team fights, not just in the middle of nowhere team fights against a Juggernaut and a Sand King where you
Scans out.
barely misses Envy.
Yeah, he's in the corner, but they are coming for him. Oh, that will pop if Cancel walks over it, but he doesn't keep going. Wow, this is very awkward. He needed to wait a couple more seconds. The immediate swap from Swindle. Oh, that was very awkward. Now that means the stun will miss. Envy needs a little bit more time. He has no mana for the TP and needs 13 seconds for Arcane, so he might just be slowly withered down.
Yep.
And Moo will be able to finish him off.
And once again, not the biggest of kills. He'll
Relocate mid lane for Justin. Just as you take Envy, we'll get one of our own. Quick strike again by Owie, the real ninja of this game.
Man, that's a big one because Envy. That's why he just bought Tommy. He bought out his Bloodstone, so he didn't lose charges as base form, and he lost like 50 unreliable gold. Meanwhile, Justin had quite a bit, and he just dies. He needs stuff. That's what off of him alone.
Yeah, they keep putting him in check. For every like 3 minutes of farm time, he thinks he's getting casually, and he's starting to bulk up some income.
Yeah.
Suddenly, MP show up, and you know they're like the mob. They're like, okay, where's our share? They take him down.
Oh, and Owie and Cancel just chilling each other. He's squaring up on him.
He has the Omni, And
Yeah,
now he's
but-
like, oh, he's a man. Okay.
The Shadow Blade too. Like you Omni, I mean, just blades away. They could go on him. There's going to be a fight, but smart play by Owie, who so far Manta style, more than half of it if you played. He's the scary. He's the problem right now. You think it was going to be Storm, but it really is his Juggernaut.
Rest of coL smoke up though and begin to go on the move. If they keep heading north to the secret shop, they could run into Owie, but they actually head into the Roach Pit and begin to go for the Aegis here. All right.
I like that play just because they're showing cancel bottom. They're not going to expect you to 4-man take it. Look at this. Owie's right there, but you don't know. Man.
Envy just did a long jump to the mid lane, so I don't think they're going to have anything to say about this.
Look at this
seems
Juggernaut
to be
illusion. Z-Freak sees it. He's like, oh, they need that edict up now. They'll take this Roach finally.
All right, good swipe by coL.
That's a nice pickup, especially Justin, the guy who's always just sitting around.
He's been a victim of some serious hate crimes recently, so
Yeah,
that'll be a nice Aegis to have on hand.
Fusel. That's so much damage with the Manta style. Where does cancel go now? Does he just go Silver Edge? That seems to be kind of what he's doing. I mean, it's obviously good versus the Enchantress. I mean, it's just good stats. That's why I like to get it. Builds into something that has good stats.
Yeah,
But versus
I can see
Enchantress,
that.
it's really good. And versus, I guess, even versus Envy. I mean, the Overload, you give him that, like, if you hit him and don't kill him, he can't play aggressively on you, because all his damage is... I'd highlight out that's what it's for, but I'm just theory.
No, fair enough. It's fair enough.
Free tower bottom, alright.
Free tower bottom here for coL.
Cancel gets it. He is the most far game. That's impressive. No, he's going for black.
Yeah, that's a safe bet, you know. Good defensive grab. Makes things very awkward for Envy if he's trying to have a say in the matter, and then he kind of just needs to kind of deal with Owie really only. Because MSS also won't be able to do too much.
You don't see this often. Z-Freak usually see the quick diffusal blade. He went blinked at Ricky. So he wants to maybe interrupt, my best guess, or interrupt Eternal Envy. You don't see that. You see it later, but item, man.
I mean, that's the thing is, you know, for Storms, I'm not, obviously, personally not a big Storm player, but you could just see how they play. You know, you jump in, you get the pull, you get the job done, and you can get out right away. But if Z-Freak's waiting in the wings, jumps in at the same moment, matches you on point with the smoke, there's going to be no jump out factor. And yeah, or I also like the idea you were mentioning, catching off backliners, like MSS Sand King trying to make a big epi play.
You just jump in, tricks the trade immediately, and all you have to do is hit MSS once, and he can't blink in. That's a wasted ult. And just positioning. I mean, that's Oda's biggest thing is positioning, it seems, and Blade is the best item for that.
MP seem to be taking the initiative on doing some work here through the bottom lane as they start pressuring out this tier 2. coL take the northern half of the map and continue their own personal grind of farm. Cancel inches closer and closer to the precious BKB. It's MP's time to go on their own move. They have smoked.
And a gem on the storm. Just notice that pick.
All right. Here they go. They're going to head straight up through their jungle.
So a 5-on-5 fight?
Oh, man.
Luna. 6-on-5, really.
Move the closest between the two.
Backs up smartly. We haven't seen much from Moo, actually, but he has a real decent amount of farm.
MSS is looking to make the call. They're looking to get the jump onto Justin. Remember, that's the Aegis. It will go down fast. Will they hang around for the fight? Owie spins in. Envy jumps in, but that's where the smoke is, and that's where the stun follow-up, and it works out beautifully. The blink into play very nicely from Z-Freak on that one. But, oh no, Justin eats an Omni. Beautiful swap back from Swindle, but nice burrow catch from MSS. We'll get the job done. Now, Impetus Strikes flying out from SPG as he walks through the smoke screen here. It looks like MP are going to be able to muscle them back. Envy's back now from the dead. He makes a long valiant jump, looking to get a catch onto anybody, but Z-Freak's the only one around, and he heads the other direction.
Where did the gem go in all that? I don't see it. Oh, it's in the base of Radiant. So I mean, it's a 2 trade. Complexity loses their Luna. They get the gem, which is big versus Ricky, honestly. And they do kill Envy again, who loses charges. I'd say that's pretty wash of a fight.
Zephyr continues to watch everything here forward, but Moo, who you said we haven't seen much from, swing and a miss on the stun, but Zephyr is still there, jumps in with the smoke screen, but Owie, Blade Fury through it all. He eats way too much damage through it all. Long jump from Envy, but Owie already goes down. He gets hit up with a stun right away. And if they can burst him down, and they will, he's going to get dropped. This is devastation for NP. Melons is looking to hunt down Theban here. Missile in 4. Theban's got a tether. Nothing to jump to, though. He's getting close to that mid lane. Is that in reach? Oh, he gets him with the stun. Right clicks. Oh, the heal. The Owie heal.
Oh, actually, that's even worse. You give Justin the...
Oh, bummer.
Wow, that is what a fight. You know, the fact they killed Envy against and they only lost Moon. Didn't even have his Bloodstone yet.
The net worth has crashed. Right back down.
Dow Jones, my man. It's gone. Are you more of a you seem like a NASDAQ guy.
I don't stock. I don't numbers.
Just know those are those two, and the S&P 500.
Stock, NAS, yeah. I don't know, man. That's why it's Dota.
That's Dota, baby. Well, Luna went for the more mask and now looking to get Manta. Of course, I mean, Manta's just good damage, good everything, and of course you assume Storm's going to pick up an Orchid Bloodthorn eventually, and that's super good versus that.
Yep.
And wow, this Luna, all it took was that one last, I don't even know if you call that a fight, it was just, Owie was kind of out of position there.
It was nice, like Z-Freak, ever since the skirmish before that, he just continued to hang around that top lane.
Yep,
so he was free to stalk SVG and Owie, and was just reading the situation nicely. And eventually they came close enough to where Moo was parked. And that started with Moo missing the stun, too.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That could have been even worse.
And that's why when they did lose that 2-for-1 top, it seemed like Complexity, they got the one person who had a gem, and I mean, them not having a gem set up the... Now look at MP, they're back to their roots. The Sid is 5 now. Just kind of scouts out everything. BKB for Juggernaut, you don't see that often.
Here comes Complexity, though. They first deward the area, pop out the smoke, and they look to head right up into MP territory. And he's close. He's already been brought down 2 previous fights, but he's already hand-in-hand with Theban. Here goes Cancel, though. Rushing right on up. He spotted them all. Who's he going to stun? Who's the best target? Opts to go for MSS. There's the wave, there's the Eclipse, and there's the Stampede. Complexity have just ran right over 2. Owie pops out now. Is going to get silenced up. Dishes out the ward in his BKB, but he cannot make it out at all. Double kill for Justin on this one. Another convincing fight for Complexity overall. And MP are going to be forced right back inside their shell.
And knowing Swindle, that was such a good call. Maybe they saw the item. Maybe they saw... Whoa. Creep wave. Oh, and Moo almost... Okay, Moo at him there, but the fact they waited for the Dragon Knight 16 to start that fight meant Owie had BKB, but it literally does nothing versus the back. That was such a fight from Complexity.
We'll have to see how much of a profit it's going to turn them here, because now they can make some serious advancements in this mid lane, taking the biggest net worth lead of the game so far. Tier 3 in trouble.
When Manta
they have
coming
no...
out.
Well, you're right. Manta's out now.
Almost. No, wait, it's a BKB. Okay. I just saw his money gun is flying out. Oh, there they go.
Jump in for Envy here. The Cloud is out. Cancel barely holding on to life. Will eventually be brought down, but Envy will also pay the price for it. And now it's SVG trying to be the damage core. Him and Theban help get out the damage on the Moo while the Epicenter does the real work, and they'll be able to get the takedown of the Lesh. Everyone else from Complexity had totally bailed out. They saw the return to Owie, and they did not want a piece of that. They'd already gotten what they wanted, and that is the Rax, so they're good.
I know I keep bringing it up because you think those are really important. Lesh Rack lost gold on that, bought out his Bloodstone, had 0 reliable gold or whatever, yeah, and he lost nothing. So he gave him away, variance in that, but he didn't lose any. Huge for Complexity because they're the ones trying to snowball and take the powers of Dragon Knight. Wow, Z-Freak's getting actually closer to Fusel Blade, and that's super scary.
Okay, but he's in trouble. They have a dust. MSS leads it in.
But he defusals him.
Yeah, he gets it off, tricks the trade, and he's out of there. Steven tried to show up with a dust of his own, but nice job, Z-Freak, man. He avoids what could have turned into like a 3 or 4 man gank. And he's out of there. He's having a hell of a game on this Ricky.
He's just a player, man. Everyone talks about that whenever you see complexity. Man, Z-Freak is such a good player, and you're like, why aren't you talking about anybody else? He just is that good of a player.
Yeah, man.
Oh, no, he's going for a basher. I'm just wrong all over the place. But you got to call him wrong to get him right occasionally.
Yeah, you know, you're bringing up a good conversation piece.
I really feel like defeat good here, but he's going for the basher, maybe for the blink tricks to the trade. If you get one bash on it, I could just start the fight. It actually is a way better item. Oh, Z-Freak. Am I talking to myself here?
No, dude.
Alright, cool.
I'm
You're
just
just
taking...
letting me.
No, don't worry, dude. I'm just taking it all in right now. Let's relax. Notice being had.
Yep, I argue with myself quite a bit, so... And I
That's
like
all
to
right.
think. And that's when Haas says you got to bring up different points, get a different opinion.
There you go. I like that.
I don't know if he
Oh.
actually said that, but it sounds like some...
Yeah, some of a smart ass would say for sure.
Yeah.
There's a smoke movement coming out from coL now. And they'll just send cancel right up to the scary side shot, but no MP to be found.
They have to be
Nearby,
careful.
blinking into the lane is MSS. Quickly forces back. And he understands that it is a very hostile area, so he just gets right back to the
Oh,
safety.
and they know. The ward just saw the chicken bring out a basher and put it on Ricky.
Oh, look who's looking to intercept it. Envy. Get the courier, Envy. Get it. Oh,
Teleport's crawled left. He doesn't want either of them.
he'll settle for the neutrals
center.
grant.
and they'll settle for Roche. This is a big Roche kill.
I mean,
Complexity always in their push lineups managed to get Rohan uncontested. Huge.
MP trying to do their part. They keep all the other lanes pushed forward as far as possible, so coL have to take as much time as possible to kind of, you know, get the lanes black in their favor so they can make an advancement. But that bottom lane is already moving forward pretty nicely, and they figure they'll just work with that. So they're going to move right in.
You don't think if DK is much of a... You have the Lunar Blessing and the Venge. Insane amounts of damage.
Long jump from Envy, looking to clear, steps back. Now a little bit short on mana. Cancel will get swapped out, saved by Swindle. Now looks to make a new approach. Begins to go to work on the racks here. Meanwhile, creeping in from the side, Owie forced out his BKB. Bit of an awkward spot. SPG in a bit of trouble, but they're going to be able to get the burst in the finish onto Cancel. Now Justin looking to move on in. Big connection of the stun coming out from Boo. Locks him down and forces out the double buyback. Envy jumps in, but gets silenced briefly. Has to sidestep back out. Looks to go for the finish. Will be able to get Moo. And now Owie sidesteps, pulls back. Justin now getting slowed from the enchant from SPG, and the right clicks come out, and Envy shows up to get the finish. MP looking to hold here. Force Complexity all the way up and out, and they even managed to catch up with Swindle, who is holding that gem, and will be handing it right back over.
So, well, they get the melee racks, though, which is... They see Z-Freak out. And that was... I don't know what Cancel was doing. Cancel just stayed there and right-clicked melee racks. I'm like, have the Aegis, and I looked at him and he didn't. He was just fighting with like 20 HP. But they do get the melee racks, and who bought back? It was Owie and Envy? I guess. Look.
It was SVG,
and
MSS. Yeah.
Grant. Well, you got right. It was That's. I mean, they got the melee racks. They're fine with that. Complexity may have lost a lot of heroes, but you get the two melee racks as the big racks as middle and bottom, and
yeah, these lanes are going to keep pushing a bit, and also the farm is going to be worth a bit less now to MP. So it's overall a nice little win for coL, but
exactly. And the creeps, obviously, now when they push in bottom and middle, they do that unhealed damage to the ranged barraxes that never get back. Never.
So coL just set in a nice little spot, but MP have shown that there's definitely fight in them, so they should not be getting...
Storm has the Orchid now.
Yeah.
I believe he'll go for Blink, and maybe we'll go for the Bloodthorn. He'll go Mary Oh, top. Where's the gem at? Is it on MSS?
Envy does have a haste. He just jumps out right away. Nearby is MSS with a gem, and they go ping right in there. They go south, but he's north.
Is Z-Freak still gonna look? Looks like he might. Blinks up now.
Z-Freak is at the ESP.
Trade. Who's quick?
Okay. Oh, blink out from MSS real fast. Oh my gosh, he sees him still. Smokescreen bash, not there. Tricks the trade comes out, but MSS is already gone.
25% chance had 2 hits. That's 50%. Grant, I don't think that's how it works. It isn't. Wondering, Dakota.
I'm glad we deducted that.
You're welcome.
Oh, man.
That would have been
Alright.
a huge kill. That was the gem again. Like,
Yeah.
if he would hit him once right there, I don't know if he wasn't looking, because he could have tricked to the trade before MSS blinked, because he had to turn around. He was facing the other way. Whoever had quicker fingers, and like MSS won that battle. Dragonite is going to have an assault 300 gold, though. That's scary.
Definitely will make their sieging that much better. And their slow siege potential is very nice this game. Something they were kind of missing out on in their other games when they were trying to kind of close it out. Like game 1 definitely was a game that Complexity could have ended much sooner. Obviously MP had a lot of fight left in them, but the options on how Complexity could kind of get themselves inside the base were pretty limited. They tried to have like the ballsy storm jump in plays and stuff, but yeah, it was definitely a bit awkward. This time they got a Dragonite. They got slow sieging capability. They got the Lesh again. So.
And Moo is bringing out a Hood, so very good versus Sand King, obviously. And that's about it. I mean, that's all you need it for. And I guess just the Storm Spirit's overall damage. They're going to be able to, this tier 2 is going to drop pretty quick. Ooh, and look at it, even has the Siege unit, my man.
Siege unit taken, and that's a tier 2 that is definitely going to be a crumbling down. MP
Maybe. They're backing a little.
coming to attendance here a bit. Howie running on in with the Shadow Blade. Looking to see if he can get a snipe on someone in the back lines.
Oh, gem on
Comes all the way up and around, yeah. But there's a new gem in town. Well, Howie see it. Justin's nearby. They're already making a move up in the front. Relocate, slight pullback from Theban. But he cannot make it back inside as easily as Envy can. They've spotted Owie. Oh, and he's trying to go for the Lucy Beam, but there was a Manta. Smokescreen comes out, and so does the Omni. Now Owie going to be caught under the mess, and they focus onto him, and they will be able to take him down. Oh, mission abort, Owie. Trying to make a move from behind, and Envy tries to follow up once again. This time he will be able to ball lightning back it away. Best barely making it out with his life. MSS not going to be so fortunate, or will he? Burrow strike. Up and in, does end up going down. They will be able to snag up the gem on the courier. Envy, though, does strike once more, moves on in, gets the snipe onto Ricky. Melon's caught inside, will be able to TP back out, and MP do hold.
That was 100% MSS. With after the Venge swap stunned the Storm, MSS immediately force-staffed him, and that probably saved him the game, honestly.
Wow.
That was the fight. Once Cancel was inside of their base, fighting an Enchantress and an IO, while the rest of their team was fighting a Juggernaut. I feel like if Cancel hung around with this team, these fights would be a little bit easier.
They definitely tried to make some serious push onto Envy there, and that is unfortunately for them when Owie kind of revealed himself. Yep. And at that point, they had to make those quick-witted reactions, and obviously Envy had outnumbered them inside their own base, and that's when Cancel went down.
Eben did buy back. I mean, that's not the biggest, like, buyback thing. He has a gem in his stash. I think Dyer has both.
There is still a gem on Melons. He did not die in that fight, so he's still good. Yeah, he was still good.
Oh, there's 3 gems, though. IO has one in base and in a dash, and now MSS picks one. So there's 3 gems just floating around this game now. Classic.
It's a Ricky game, you know, so...
Yep. Oh, and Melons, don't question mark me, bro.
No, I mean, it seems pretty obvious that Swindle, or at least his team, are not experiencing lag, so they're just kind of curious what's up, you know? Because isn't that kind of the...
No,
that's the thing. When you pause, when you pause, you should give at least a, like, one-word descriptive. Yeah.
P.
You can even do sec, you know?
Yeah.
The pause, no response, though, that is kind of...
How easy would it be to just pause lag?
I mean, if you're lagging pretty hard, it might be a little difficult, but apparently someone on their team can type, so...
Yep. Oh.
Yep.
And so coL, I believe all of them are at Palace except for Cancel.
I think both these teams are pretty boot camping right now, right? Yeah,
I don't think
except the Cancel.
I know
are they not?
Didn't EE just raise money? I don't believe they are.
I guess I assumed they were inside of a boot camp sitting on buckets or something instead.
Sitting on top. They're literally boot camping. They're playing on.
Alright, so they're not boot camping yet. Alright,
it's good. Safe after that. Or the Hurricane, apparently they were like right in the middle of it, so.
Alright, looks like the lag is over for now, and we will get back underway. 26-23, your net with advantage belongs to Complexity at about 5.5k. XP right down the middle. And
Oh.
it's still a 1-1 in this best of 5.
Nice.
The winner will be making it out to LA for the LAN.
And I love the pickup by Storm. Doesn't go anything fancy like the Bloodthorn. Each straight into the BKB and
Yeah,
all the stuns. I mean, you have Venge, Flash, and Dragon.
that's good. That's a no-nonsense pickup item right there. And I applaud the grab by MV here.
Smart. And the funniest part is usually, wasn't he the one on C9 who had the whole meme of never getting a BKB on like Lunas and stuff?
Probably.
Not this time. Oh, the smoke.
Oh, swap into a straight-up stun. No chance for a BKB.
Wow.
They try to relocate it, but it's not going to be good enough, and they look for the follow-up, and they're going to get MSS2 Complexity, all set up by the Swindle Man himself.
What a swap stun. Oh my goodness. And there goes Rose as well. No buyback for sure, unfortunately.
That was quick, fast, and in a hurry for Complexity, and that is exactly what they needed if they wanted to be able to pull out the clinch here, but Aoi doing what he can to hold up. Dishes out the Omni Slash. It does some work on the move, but he can't get the finish. He's desperate to go for him. He's Blade Furying forward, but he's not going to get it. The rest of Complexity will help bring him down. SVG will be able to snipe down the cancel kill, though. Killing spree for him, but he is quickly assaulted by these glaives, and he is dead. Buybacks begin to trickle out, both from Aoi and from Savage, but now he dies back. That's going to be game. Complexity have done it just like that, and they will take the 2-1 advantage in this best of 3. Or best of 5, Grant. Best of 5, Grant.
Best of 5 when Mood does the...
Mood drops everything on the floor.
I actually consider it smart. Drops all his items, so at the end scoring, now that you can't watch replays, that they'll never know what kind of items he went if you drop them.
No. No, I agree with